Lex and D shares all.
Hey homies, D here, and I want to walk you through my real estate journey with the idea of why I pivoted to co-living and why you should consider it as well to diversify your real estate portfolio. Alright, let's get into it. Because let's be honest, we get into real estate investing for all of the buzzwords: financial freedom, generational wealth, more access to opportunities for our family. In order to do that, we need cash flow, we need things to be on up and ups. And I would say, if you're experiencing a lot of vacancies with your properties, sometimes we start questioning if the hustle is worth the juice to squeeze. So let me take you to 2018. My husband and I first started our real estate investing journey. We had decided to convert a single family home into a co-living home, whereas we were renting the rooms individually. Multiple streams out of one location. What we would make with one tenant, we were making anywhere to 1.5 to 2x times that in rent. That dollars was dollaring. You feel me? And so we were super happy about the success we had with that home. We were picking up houses left and right after that. We took full advantage of the Airbnb boom at that time. And so you couldn't tell us we weren't doing what we needed to do. Right? And then 2020 happened. COVID came, cancellations took a dive. There was a whole lot of uncertainty around the short-term rental space. And quite frankly, I didn't like the unsettledness that came from that uncertainty. But what we realized in the midst of all of that, our co-living home was still thriving. And you would think a bunch of quote-unquote strangers living together would have been the thing that went by the wayside, especially when it came to all the germs and all of the situations that you ran into when it came to COVID. Wasn't thriving, honey. Thriving. So that's where we really got our first aha moment, so to speak. Couldn't tell us nothing at that point. Then we thought maybe we should look into rethinking our business strategy for real estate investing, and that's exactly what we did. We started making co-living the core of our portfolio. So here we are. It's after 2020. We've already rethought our business model as it pertains to real estate investing. We still have short-term rentals, but we have a lot more co-living homes. And we do have long-term rentals. In 2022, got pregnant. I was having our first baby girl. And I realized I wanted to pull out more operationally in the business because it takes a lot. I'm interacting with guests. I'm making sure like the quality is upheld. Coordinating with, our contract supporters. It was a lot. And your girl wasn't trying to do that with the newborn at the house. I, wasn't doing daycare, so Shawty was with me. So we had to plan accordingly. We transitioned a lot of our short-term rentals now into co-living homes as well. And so after giving birth, we realized again, like, oh my gosh, less turnover, less vacancies, less hands-on. Everything was streamlined. So it made coordinations a lot easier, a lot more routine. And the predictability allowed for home life to be good, Yes, I could predict cash flow opportunities because it's rarely a situation where the whole house is vacant. When you're relying on one tenant, for a long-term rental, that's it. You reinvest that money into building the house back up to where it needs to be so you can have a standard baseline again. And then there's some wait time when you're doing tours for the next tenant. And then the house is occupied and you start generating that money again. But with co-living, it's typically 1 bedroom to 2 bedrooms cover all of your bills. And anything after that is profit. You talk about money, honey. I'm talking about money. So that worked really, really well for us. Our co-living homes is withstanding the test of time. And then now moving into 2023, if you've been in real estate during that time, you felt the effects of inflation, right? Everything went up. Maintenance went up. Property taxes went up, homeowners insurance went up, everything went up. And so the profit margins reduced. With our long-term rental, we were playing the equity game at that point. A lot of our homes were breaking even or extremely reduced in profit. That was about the norm, really. And here it is again. Guess who's still thriving? Our co-living homes were still producing well. During the inflation, there's a lot of people who were trying to save money and downsize and do all the things. And they were in the places of transition and they were booking the rooms. Here it is in 2025. The majority of our portfolio is co-living. We still have our short terms and we still have long terms. So you get the point. Co-living is the way to go. I'm a little biased, rightfully so. But if you're running your short-term rentals here in 2025, let's go ahead and break it down. What's happening here in 2025? Short-term rentals, it's requiring a lot more marketing in that space. in order for you to have great guests and keep your place occupied. There's higher platforms fees, there's higher guest expectations, there's full out experiences that guests are looking for in the short-term rental space. It comes with its own fair share of headaches. And then when it comes to long-term rentals, we're still in that area where inflation is still present. We're feeling the effects of it, and our margins is just not there. You will only be playing the equity play, or you risk vacancy. One of the two things are happening there. But with our co-living, we constantly see less turnovers, less vacancies, and I still have the hands-off approach. And guess what? Just gave birth to baby girl number 2. And your girl is thriving. So, if you're a real estate investor, like myself, and you are looking for ways to diversify your portfolio, co-living is the best of both worlds. So if you want to hear more about what co-living is, stay tuned to my next video. Until next time, guys, that's all I have for now. Just be nice.